What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, we're just gonna try to bring you guys some pretty valuable content today. We want to talk about something that when I was coming up, I did not get a chance to find on YouTube. I wasn't able to see it being spread out there as much as I do now. I mean, but people are still not talking about it. And if you didn't notice from the title, we're talking about the five simple steps to start your own private studio. And that's something that we haven't been talking about. Some people believe that going the private studio route is always the best route, and I'll kind of break that down in a later video just to kind of let you guys know whether a studio is for you or is not for you. But kind of want to turn this into kind of a series, just let you know like my journey, letting you know about the studio experience and how that goes. So hope you guys stick with me, and if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to this video, and hit that notification bell so this way you can get notified when I do drop these types of videos, and we'll do a little series on there, and I got some other things in the work as well. But I don't want to take too much of your time, so we're gonna hop right into it. I got some things written down, so we're gonna hop right into it. So if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote the notes down, because I know everything that's written down, I'm more likely to put out there, and I wanna give you guys the correct information. And if you do have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. And if you wanna hear about anything about my experience, please let me know in the comments, so this way I can kind of bring up a topic and we can get right to it. So step one is always first, man, finding the right location. That's number one. That should always be in the back of your head. Like, you don't want to be in a location where you can't be seen. Now, in my circumstance, that's kind of one of the mistakes that I did make going near my suite. It's a lot harder for a lot of my clients to find my studio. But there's ways around it, and I'm working on that. So, we got some other things in the works that I'm doing to kind of bypass that, but I'm still able to get busy and get clients, and that's gonna be another topic for another video. But step one is finding the right location. Step two kind of has different parts into it, and I kind of want to break those down a little bit, which is plan ahead. You always want to make sure that you plan ahead so you know your expenses, know your rent, your taxes, the structure of how your business works, whether it's an LLC or it's an S Corp. You want to make sure that you're building yourself a brand as well. Like, do you want to build a brand? Like, is that what you want, or do you want to just be known for who you are, and do you not want to just be like use your name as your brand itself? Like DTB Barber Studio is an abbreviation, right? But I'm trying to build this brand on something, so it's kind of like a statement, so you see it. Also, let's see, we want to know, okay, do you have the clientele and the support behind you to open your own studio? Like, is it gonna cover all your expenses? Is it gonna cover your rent, your taxes? Are you gonna still make a decent living? Make sure that when you're doing this, you have enough income to support you and the business. That's the one mistake that we do make, is we get into go on our own and we don't have enough money to support the business if it's not going as well versus if it is going well. Those are some of the things you should look out for. Also, you want to have like your booking system and systems in place, so this way when you got your clients coming in, it's easy use for them. I feel like we get away from that. I'm going to break that down in another video as well, on how to build a booking system, how to make the customer service experience a little bit better. So we want to figure out that, what booking systems are you going to use, how your client's going to find you. Also, we want to make sure that we know what our station is going to look like. How much is it going to cost us to put the stuff in our studio? Some studios come with more stuff than others, but my studio, for instance, which I'll throw a couple clips in the video as well to show you guys what my studio looks like at the end. But you want to make sure that, like, I put everything in here. So my chair, my station, my fridge, my hot towel warmer, like coffee maker, but I have a cabinet on the wall, mirrors, things like that. And I can kind of break down a product list, a simple list for people as far as that, to let them know like, okay, hey, what do I need? What are the basics? What are the basics stuff that I need? I might even create a course, I don't know yet, right? But some studios come with a cabinet. Some studios come with TV. Some studios come with a shampoo bowl. Some studios come with all those things all in one. So really just being mindful of, okay, what do you need? What's gonna make it easy to use for you? So also, do you wanna carry product or do you wanna sell anything outside of that to build your brand, like t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, things like that that have your name on it, so this way it's a statement, right? So what do you wanna do that? Like that really just signifies who you are. Like, do you want a full-on business and structure like that? Like, as you see behind me right here, I have a product stand. So anybody that wants to buy product, I have it here. Shampoo, conditioner, hair product, just having different types of product. But you also have to realize that you're gonna be sitting on this product for probably a good bit of time. So you just wanna make sure that you are being mindful of the money that's gonna be sitting on your shelf and how quickly you're willing to be able to push it. Like, I don't push product, but I'm okay with it sitting on the shelves until someone does buy it, because eventually I'll make my money back. And last but not least, what I wanna talk about would be, are you driven and are you really ready to open your own suite? And like I said before, like, we're gonna get into that a little bit more in the series where I talk about what makes you ready for that, right? But are you ready? Are you be driven? Are you gonna be goal-oriented? Are you really gonna pursue this thing? Because if I told you my story, you wouldn't believe me. But just real quick, real simple, like, I came from 20 hours away from Pennsylvania to Texas, built a clientele in 2 months. It took me 2 months, guys. 2 months to build a clientele that was self-sustaining within 3 months of getting here, and I'm on pace to do 6 figures this year still. But that's a topic for another video. So now, after we got over that, we're gonna go to step number 3, right? And that is go over the do's and do nots. I put donuts, but the do's and do nots of your contract. Make sure that you're able to do with the things that are gonna fit you and the style of how you cut and the style of how you're gonna structure your business. And that's why I said plan ahead, right? You plan ahead and then you get the contract and you figure out, okay, hey, the contract looks good. I think I wanna pursue this. You know what your expense is and everything else that's going into it, and you know what you have going forward, right? So step 4 would be major. This is how I built a clientele in 2 months. I was advertising in Texas while I was still in Pennsylvania 3 months prior to me getting here. So that was a major key. So I had people calling me on Google asking for a haircut before I even got here. So, and when I got here, I called everybody back that called me because I had a separate business line that kept track of all the numbers. So this way, when I got there, I was able to call everybody back. And people were answering the phone like, oh, dang, oh man, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Some people came, some people didn't, but at the end of the day, they really respected it as a business. So when they're thinking about getting a haircut, they're gonna remember me, like, oh, DTV called me back. I'm gonna go check them out, finally. So I'll break that down a little bit later in another video too. A lot of topics that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to break these down a little bit smaller and a little bit of pieces, but let me know if I should create a course in the comments too. We'll see what happens. Also, step number 5 is the execution. If you're gonna do it, just do it. Don't hesitate, just do it. I hesitated on it for a little bit before I even moved here. I was looking at shops in Texas and trying to see if I wanted to do that and go that route. But I was like, I don't know if I really want to or not. So I ended up just pursuing it, and I did it, and I made it happen, and it's been the best decision I ever made in my life. I'm moving, I'm making some moves right now, major, which, that's gonna be another chapter of the channel as well. But I feel like this knowledge that I'm spreading to you right now is very much needed, and people need to be educated on what's really going on and how this really works, man. The studio vibe is the new vibe. Like the shop, I wouldn't say shops are dead, but I almost wanna say everybody nowadays wants to work for themselves. So if everybody wants to work for themselves, wouldn't the suites be the best direction to go in? So, I feel like that's just the way it is, but I appreciate you guys. I wanted to keep this short, sweet. It's probably not gonna be short and sweet. I don't know until I go to edit the video. But if you haven't already, like I said in the beginning, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comments, and enjoy the clips of my suite so you can see what I got going on. And I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.